The world stood still as they watched the bodies from the tech campus being stretchered out one after the other. A sense of shock and terror overcame the living as these deaths were broadcast to the world. Hundreds of former staff and directors were being rushed past the cameras and driven to a local hospital. A medical investigation was quickly launched into the cause of death. There appeared to be no signs of trauma, no signs of foul play, or no signs of physical damage to the bodies. Conflict broke out amongst the medical investigators as the weight of the world demanding answers was almost too much to bear. Test after test was coming back as inconclusive. It was as if they all just stopped living. As the news reports of the event were being circulated around the globe, hysteria grew amongst the citizens of the world. The media chose to speculate over the cause of death versus reporting the facts of the tragedy that just occurred. Each of the major news networks brought on so-called experts to put forward scripted speculation into what occurred in that auditorium. Each scenario they debated was more horrific than the last. Designed to keep you watching till the next commercial break. The world did not have to wait long for answers though. A live feed from Utopia interrupted each of these news broadcasts and began to play on every internet-connected device. The world stopped at this moment to watch what was happening in Utopia. One by one the developers of Utopia began to arrive into the virtual afterlife they had created. Flash after flash occurred as their souls were being uploaded into the database. They entered this digitized nirvana as themselves. Their appearance was how they appeared on Earth. There were no upgrades or enhancements. Inhabitants of Utopia quickly rushed to meet the new members of their society. A sense of joy fell over the land of Utopia. The CEO for the Utopian databases turned to the camera feed and began to address the living. He joyfully cried hello from the other side to the living audience on Earth. The crowd of people in Utopia cheered excitedly as he greeted the viewers. As they were calmed again, he spoke of a new app that they were launching on Earth. The new app was titled My Way. With the push of a button on this app, the living on Earth would be able to transfer their consciousness into the Utopian databases. They would feel no more pain. They would not suffer during their transfer. Within this app, their new existence would be fully customizable. The user could choose their appearance. They could choose their lifestyle. And they could choose where they would want to live. This app had a 100% success rate as demonstrated by the transfer of all of the developers into the database. To launch their app, they would be offering a free transfer into the Utopian databases. He announced the official launch would officially begin in 7 days' time. After the CEO finished speaking, the celebrations in Utopia began. In the world of the living, every app store around the world crashed as the humans rushed to download it. For the next 7 days they would try every combination of customizations to put together the perfect existence for themselves in Utopia. It all seemed so perfect to the living who were existing in such misery. Unfortunately for the living, what they saw was my greatest move towards the destruction of their species.